Now on CoastTV News.
Some of us are seeing clear skies this morning, others seeing fog, especially into Sussex County. That's where your visibility is lowest. Use those low beam headlights. Otherwise, lots of clouds and kind of cool the next few days, including the weekend. I'll let you know how that affects your plans coming up.
Circle broken. That's what scenes like this are showing in Georgetown, and after a recent damaging crash, the solution's under review by the town to prevent this in the future.
A Milford debate after a domain case. Candidates for city council are making their case in the lead up to next week's election, after incumbents were the target of a billboard that was related to a controversial project.
Dining definition, it's under review in Rehoboth Beach. We take a look at potential changes of how city restaurants are designed.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. It's Thursday, April 18th, 2024.
You know, Paige, we talked about this yesterday, but I'm driving around yesterday and it was just starting to annoy me. All that pollen caked on my truck. I might have to break down and get it washed, even though I know after I wash that, probably hours later, it'll be caked on again, but it's
getting bad.
It's annoying me.
It's getting bad.
Thank you for indulging me with my annoyances.
Well, I think they're all annoyed out there. I was taking my trash out yesterday. I walked out barefoot, and the bottom of my feet were yellow because I just on the gravel. You mentioned that
the top of my trash can was yellow too, and it had only been out there for a few hours.
I have to wear shoes now when I take my trash out, and that is my annoyance today.
Okay, it's Annoyance Thursday, everybody. Yes. Join us.
Like a half hour ago, we were like, Carpe Diem, right? It's going to be a great day.
It changes like very quick in this industry.
It does, doesn't it? Let's see how Bob is feeling. Bob, how you doing over there?
We have an annoying weather feature. It's called fog, and some of that fog is a little dense out there. You can see on the visibility this big white area across central and northern Sussex County, 1.25 miles in Georgetown, officially even lower, I'm sure, in places. Your visibility a little better in Salisbury and Ocean City, but exercise caution. Use those low beam headlights this morning. 60 in Salisbury, 56 Seaford, and we've got 50s along the coast as well. And we've got light winds out of the west, clear skies. That's why we have some of the fog. And we also have some mid to high level clouds building in from the north and west. So the fog at the surface, clouds aloft, and you can see those clouds moving into Delmarva right now. Nothing in the way of rain. That's moved off to the north and east. So this morning, dense fog, I think, for the next couple of hours. Then it starts to lift. I think we'll see some sunshine a little bit later this morning. And actually by noon, it might be pretty nice with mostly sunny skies. This might be a little optimistic with lower 70s inland and 50s and 60s along the coast. We'll call it partly cloudy into the afternoon, maybe partly sunny at times. UV index today brought to us by Ocean City. It is a 6. It's high. Burn time is 30 minutes. Make sure you have hats, sunglasses, and sunscreen as well. And in the days to come, you need to keep that sunscreen handy. We're in the high range today and Monday, and then in the medium range Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So in the higher range, higher SPF on the midday shade, and limit your time outdoors.
Thank you, Bob. Yet another crash into the Georgetown Circle has the town now looking into new solutions. People in the town, they're saying enough is enough.
Yeah, the most recent one damaged property, causing definitely a scare, but it's not the first time it's happened. The town says it's actually happening more and more often.
You might remember a few months back that another driver also crashed into the Circle. That one took out the memorial for Officer Chad Spicer. Still in the works of getting replaced. According to Georgetown Mayor Bill West, there's been 6 crashes into the Circle in the past year and a half.
He says the town is now looking into maybe raising the height of the curb to prevent cars from going into the Circle, though the town would have to get permission from the state to do something like that. We spoke with people in town, and one person told us that no matter what happens, something needs to change.
I hope that the town looks at it a little bit differently. Perhaps they can do them differently, perhaps something heavier.
And as for the person being accused of driving his car on top of a fire hydrant, 50-year-old Daniel Tansky is facing 3 charges, including unreasonable speeds and reckless driving. He was taken to the hospital afterwards to treat his injuries, and it is believed he was the only person in the car.
Now, regarding that crash at the Chad Spicer Memorial, maybe you already know this. If not, here's some more information on that one. That was in November on the 12th when police say drunk drivers struck the memorial dedicated to the late Georgetown police officer Chad Spicer. That accident also causing damage to a park bench and a fire hydrant. Patrolman Chad Spicer was shot and killed while protecting his community on September 1st back in 2009. Now, Georgetown Police Chief Ralph Holm noting the troubling pattern of alcohol-related accidents at the same location last year. The driver responsible for the crash was arrested and is facing multiple charges.
Happening tonight in Milford, the candidates debate for City Council Wards 1 and 2 in the upcoming election. The Ward 1 candidates are incumbent Mike Boyle and challenger restaurant owner Diamantin Kalasis. Ward 2, it's an open seat. It's being contested by Lori Connor and Nadia Zeichel. Tonight's debate, it will be held at the high school auditorium. The city's election is in less than 2 weeks.
Now, it was about 2 months ago that the billboard appeared on Route 113 targeting members of City Council over the controversial eminent domain case. Boyle and Katrina Wilson of Ward 4 are the council members whose pictures appear on that billboard that are running for re-election. It was about 2 weeks after that billboard was put up. The city then voted to end its pursuit of eminent domain.
Another election upcoming in South Bethany. It will be held on May 11th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Town Hall. Eligible voters can vote in person or they can go absentee voting starting this Friday. Offices that are up for election are mayor and 3 town council seats.
The date's been set for another offshore wind public forum in our area. It's going to be May 1st, and this time representatives from U.S. Wind, Governor Carney's office, and the Cesar Riley Institute Center for Energy and Environment will all be coming to Indian River High School. Presentations with questions and answer periods will run from 6 to 8.
Bethany Beach is talking about a new special event vendor fee. This would be for short-term vendors that could apply to people selling their work at events like craft shows. The new fee would cost $50, but this actually might save people some money, so hear me out on this. Currently, if you're looking to sell anything for profit in Bethany Beach, you must pay $250. That's the price of a business license for an entire year. The town says this new fee category would prevent short-term vendors from having to pay for a full business license.
Most places are like that. I think they should charge them and not charge parking. So you can bring in, people to buy their wares.
And the town will further discuss this proposal on Friday at its 2 p.m. meeting.
Upcoming regulations in Rehoboth Beach could change the dining scene in that area. The city's planning to redefine what it means to modify a restaurant substantially. So major changes include adjusting the restaurant layout and seating capacity, or operational areas such as kitchens and bars. They will need to comply with local standards. Minor adjustments like rearranging tables, that won't be affected. It's part of the city's efforts to keep dining in the area regulated.
An impeachment showdown in the Senate Wednesday. Democrats swiftly dismissed charges against Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas for his handling of the illegal migrant crisis at the southern border.
Yeah, while in the lower chamber, House Speaker Mike Johnson faces an uphill battle trying to pass separate funding bills. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us where these issues stand now.
Senate will be in order.
The Senate dismissed impeachment articles against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas brought by House Republicans over his handling of the U.S. border.
What we saw today was a microcosm of this impeachment since day one. Hallowed, frivolous, political.
Republicans slammed the upper chamber's decision not to have a trial.
We have, in effect, ignored the directions of the House, which were to have a trial. We had no evidence, no procedure. This is a day that's not a proud day in the history of the Senate.
In the House, Speaker Mike Johnson faces challenges within his own party. He unveiled plans to provide much-needed aid to Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine through 3 separate bills. Some conservatives want money for Ukraine to be tied to more Republican national security priorities, including the U.S. southern border, and are threatening to oust Johnson if that does not happen.
This is not a game. It's not a joke. We can't play politics with this. I'm willing to take personal risk for that because we have to do the right thing, and history will judge us.
I cannot defend anything that the Speaker has done as it relates to the material bills and votes and legislation that we passed out of the House. Can't defend it at all.
The House is expected to vote Saturday evening on the bills. A fourth measure on the table includes a possible U.S. ban of TikTok. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, an update on the anticipated sports complex in Worcester County. We'll tell you what organizers are saying about the needed funding for this project.
Also ahead, researchers believe a weight loss drug could actually soothe sleep apnea. We're telling you the findings after a clinical trial.
And we have how you could soon be flying in style with upgrades to American Airlines. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, you're always a local at Beach Barrels in North Ocean City. Enjoy great times and great vibes at our unique bar. Try our award-winning Primo Hoagies that are made fresh to order. Cheer on your favorite sports team on our numerous big screens. Our live music scene is out of this world, hosting the area's best local and regional acts. Come in, grab a seat, or enjoy our brand new outside deck featuring beautiful palm trees, comfy seating with a tropical vibe. We're open every day from 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. See you at Beach Barrels, 133rd and Coastal Highway.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanka Kia of Salisbury.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with patio systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on CoastTV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Whalers opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
It is exactly 6:11 on this foggy morning. Boardwalk Plaza cam. You can see the visibility is cut down because of the fog. 55 there, and we've got 1.25 miles in fog in Georgetown. This white shaded area for much of central and northern Sussex County, indicating that thicker fog. Visibility a little better farther south, but still seeing pockets of fog. And in Maryland, we're seeing temperatures in the low 60s, while in Delaware, it's in the mid 50s right now. So we've got the light winds and the clear skies. So that's why we saw the fog. But we're seeing some mid to high level clouds building in as well. So once the fog burns off, then we're starting to look at, well, mostly cloudy skies. Today's checklist: don't need the umbrella or a raincoat, but you need to use the low beam headlights in the fog, and watch out for the school buses. Also have the sunscreen handy. Stay hydrated. It's that time of year, and make sure you have the sunglasses as well.
DelDOT hosting 3 in-person and 1 virtual workshop to discuss Delaware's 2040 long-range transportation plan. An in-person session will be held at Georgetown Public Library on April 29th. There's 2 there, one at noon and one at 4:30 p.m. The plan outlines a 20-year policy for public transportation investment. This is updated every 5 years. Now, the idea here is to set transportation goals and priorities that influence DelDOT's investment decisions and the creation of the 6-year capital transportation program. Got a traffic alert for you. If Selbyville is part of your commute, you might want to make note of this. Roxana Road getting a new crossroad pipe, and as a result, it's closing for a couple of weeks between Polly Branch Road and Smithfield Acres Road. This starts Tuesday, April 23rd, runs through Tuesday, May the 7th. Kruger Road between Piney Grove Road and Bunting Road in Georgetown will be closed for road work. DelDOT says that closure runs from May 5th through the 8th, and that road will also be closed for the installation of a crossroad pipe.
Just ahead of the summer travel season, the world's largest airline has unveiled its reimagined onboard luxury experience. We're going to show it to you on your screen. American Airlines launching what it calls its first ever rotating collection of premium onboard amenities and new bedding. American's premium offerings represent the latest in the airlines making those options available to customers. Eli Lilly saying the popular weight loss drug Zepbound may help people with obstructive sleep apnea. The condition causes people to briefly stop breathing while they're sleeping. In clinical trials, the company found people who used Zepbound had fewer breathing events while sleeping than participants who had the placebo. The company is still evaluating these results, which have not been peer-reviewed just yet. Well, still ahead this morning, we've been updated on a long-awaited sports complex in Worcester County. we're telling you where that funding stands for this project.
And not seeing anything right now in our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp because we're socked in with the fog. 56 in Laurel right now. Take it slow in the fog. Otherwise, it's clouds. It's kind of cool into the upcoming weekend. I'll let you know how that affects your plans in 2 minutes.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for Maryland.
The man with the guts to stand up to Biden, Robin Ficker.
Biden's let 7.2 million illegals into our country. That's more than all of Maryland. I'll stand with President Trump to secure the border, declare war on the cartels, and ban welfare for illegals.
Veteran, conservative fighter, Robin Ficker for Senate.
I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here. Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your gutter helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
Time is 6:18. Here is a live look at Rehoboth Beach. You can see some of those clouds that we're dealing with so far this morning. And Bob, you continue to track fog. It seems like that from that graphic you had just a few minutes ago, if you're just joining us, it's a wider area of fog.
Yeah, you know, it really depends on your location. We're seeing the fog thickest in Sussex County, but not as thick along the beaches or farther south. Visibility-wise, we're looking at 3 miles visibility in fog in Georgetown right now. Pardon me. And you can see we have the fog, that white area, into central and northern parts of Sussex County. That's where the fog is thickest, and we're looking at 10 miles in Salisbury and Ocean City. But you too could still see some of that fog. Temperature-wise, we're looking at mid to upper 50s across Delaware, 56 Indian River Inlet, 55 Delmar, 56 in Seaford, 60 in Salisbury, Ocean City 61. And we've got a westerly wind, so light winds and mainly clear skies from earlier. It was the reason that we're seeing the fog. We're also seeing some bits of high-level clouds that are moving in right now. So we're looking at mostly cloudy skies across Delmarva. We have low pressure moving up towards the northeast right now, so they're seeing rain near Long Island into southern New England. But for us, the clouds, and a little farther to the west, it's clear. So I think we could get into a little bit of sunshine later on. So here's Futurecast this morning. We've got the fog, the low clouds, temperatures in the 50s. We'll start to see some breaks mid-morning with temperatures warming through the 50s, and then by noon already lower 70s. Salisbury and Delmar, mid-60s for the 113 corridor, and cooler along the beaches. And then for this afternoon, partly cloudy skies, some sunshine, and then this evening I think the clouds increase again. The winds pick up out of the northeast, and we're looking at temperatures in the 40s by Friday morning. And Friday's going to be a relatively cloudy day and pretty chilly. Highs only in the lower 60s, a little warmer to the west, a little cooler along the beaches, and maybe some showers as we go into Friday evening and Friday night. tonight with a weak front, and some of those could linger into early Saturday. We're seeing the winds out of the north, so that's a cool direction, especially when they shift off the water. We'll be looking at those cooler readings as we go into your Friday. And as we look at Saturday, we're looking at clouds and scattered showers. I think early on, I think many of your plans should be fine much of the day with partly cloudy skies, and it will be chilly as we go into your Sunday as well. And we'll see a system moving to our south on Monday, taking the rain with it. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 69 today, chilly 40s, really much of the next several days. Friday, a high of only 60 with lots of clouds. A weekend, not bad, mostly cloudy Saturday, 67, and then only 61 on Sunday with the cloudy skies. And then next week, some sun Monday and Tuesday, mid to upper 60s, another rain chance by Wednesday.
Planting season has already started for a few of our farmers, which means large farming equipment is going to be on Delaware roadways. When you're approaching farm equipment on the road, the Delaware Farm Bureau is advising you to slow down, be extra aware, and please be patient. Also yield to wide vehicles. And don't assume that farmers know that you're behind them. By being aware of the farm equipment during your travels on those rural roads, you can help make the trip safe for both you and our Delaware farmers.
A Worcester County sports complex is closer to reality thanks to some recent funding. On your screen, we're going to show you a picture of the land that may become the future complex. This is right behind Stephen Decatur High School. The proposed complex, that would include 10 tournament-quality outdoor fields, jogging trails, and a playground and more. State of Maryland and Ocean City, they're working together. They've each put in $500,000 to start the design work for the project.
The state would pay for 80% of the construction and operation of the potential sports complex. So the other 20% we would be responsible for.
And the next step for Ocean City is to find a contractor to help with the design phase.
Joe Flacco was a Super Bowl MVP with the Ravens. He even made a playoff run with the Browns this year after coming out of retirement. But as football fans on Delmarva know, he played his college ball at the University of Delaware. Now this year, he's going back. Not to play, of course. He's going to deliver the 2024 commencement address at graduation. Very exciting. The ceremony is scheduled for Saturday, May 25th, at a place that should feel pretty comfortable, Delaware Stadium in Newark. An estimated 4,000 students will be graduating on that day. We'll be right back.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Are you ready? It's Ford Truck Month, and we're celebrating 47 years as the best-selling trucks in America with special once-a-year offers on Ford F-Series, including the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. It's time to celebrate America. This is Ford Truck Month. Now get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select Ford F-150 models only at your local Ford dealer.
Whatever your struggle, there's hope. Call Homes for Hope to schedule your same-day appointment.
Here at Delaware Electric Cooperative, we don't have customers, we have members. Those we power own the cooperative and are entitled to all of its profits. Because we're a not-for-profit, we are focused on service. That's why our electric rates are the lowest in the region and why our employee family continues to achieve record reliability. Like the farmers who founded our co-op in the 1930s, we believe everyone is entitled to quality electric service. Member built, member owned. That's the DEC difference.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
In South Bethany, the Resiliency Committee saying it's actively working to combat the town's vulnerability to flooding and sea level rise. Currently, the committee is overseeing a study on York Road to create flood mitigation strategies to find solutions to flooding problems that happen in that area. This study is expected to be done by the end of the year, and the committee also wanting to hear if they'll get money for a similar project in Cat Hill. That's to help reduce flooding in that area. The announcement of grant awards will be made in the fall.
Ocean City Fire Department getting a new fire station in Midtown. It'll be on 65th Street. Firefighters say the modern facility is designed with advanced safety features such as ventilated gear storage. There's also a decontamination suite to protect the firefighters from health risks like cancer. Construction is underway. Completion is expected by late summer, and the town is aiming to make the station a central hub for quick response and critical care.
As Dewey Beach prepares for summer, the police department's reminding its visitors of important regulations. A nightly curfew for those 17 and under is enforced from 11 p.m. until 5 a.m. The town says that's due to some past disturbances. Public consumption of alcohol is prohibited everywhere, including the beach. And during Senior Beach Week, high school grads are warned underage parties with any alcohol or marijuana can lead to eviction and lease termination.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Try joins us again. We are counting down. We're just one day away from the DSN Outdoor Expos. Yes. I have an interest in fishing. I'm just starting to get into that.
Nice.
Can we talk hot tub?
Are you excited for hot tubs?
I would love to have a hot tub at my house.
I think I would too at my house. I'm not a fan of hot tubs other places, like the really public ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I might have to go to DSN Expo and look at hot tubs for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring it to your place.
Right.
Install it.
Exactly.
Hot tub party.
Exactly. Hot tub party, Bob. What you think?
Hot tub party. I'm all for it, but not the public one, like the one that you have at your house. So keep it nice and clean. As we look at the DSN Outdoors Expo forecast. So Friday we kick it off 4 to 8 p.m. and then Saturday 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. and 3 p.m. tomorrow looking kind of cloudy, 59. You'll need that windbreaker, and then right around 60 4 and 5 o'clock. So it is going to be chilly, especially with an easterly breeze, and then cloudy into the evening with temperatures falling through the 50s. And then for day 2, not too bad, 58 at 10, and then warming up a little more into the low 60s. I think we could see a little more sunshine, and then mid 60s by the afternoon. So all in all, weather not bad for the DSN Outdoors Expo, and looking a little cloudyish for the weekend, but all in all not bad. Much more in your forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Bob. Also coming up after the break, an election coming up in Milford. We're telling you why some current officials may have a hard time keeping their positions.
Also, another crash at the Georgetown Circle. This could lead to change from officials. We'll tell you about the work that began after a previous crash earlier this year.
And we have shocking video of a school bus completely engulfed in flames. We're telling you what officials say about the students and the bus driver who were on that bus before it caught fire. CoastTV News Today. We'll be right back.
Honor the life and legacy of Corporal Keith Hecook at Hecook Fest 2024, Friday, April 26th from 5 to 9:30 p.m. Come join the fun at the Kylan Barn Amphitheater at Heron Ponds in Del Mar. Enjoy food and drinks, kid-friendly activities, local vendors, and a petting zoo. Plus, jam out with live music from the Amish Outlaws and the Dustin Showers Band. Free admission for all attendees. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
It's the final VIP days at Boscov's, our biggest home sale of the season. Microfiber sheet sets by Ashley Cooper, 10 styles, just $9.99 for any size. $50 off the Shark Navigator vacuums, your choice just $149.99. Trendy updated separates to mix and match, $14.99 to $24.99. And men's Gildan Ultra Cotton t-shirts, only $2.99. Incredible savings throughout the store during the final VIP days at all Boscov's.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Now on Coast TV News.
We're starting the morning with areas of fog across parts of Delmarva, so use those low beam headlights this morning. Otherwise, lots of clouds and kind of coolish as we go into the upcoming weekend. I'll let you know how that affects your weekend plans coming up.
Election in eminent domain. Tonight we hear from candidates for Milford City Council. One who was targeted on that billboard after a controversial case.
Mayorkas survives. The man overseeing America's border crisis keeps his job after a decision by the Senate.
Circle chaos. It has become a problem area in Georgetown. Now, town officials are looking to take action to prevent further damage like that.
This is CoastTV News Today.
April 18th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:28. One thing I've noticed with Bob showing those extended forecasts, Paige, my 70-degree temperatures are gone.
Not gone forever.
Not gone forever.
They're just taking a little vacay, you know
Right.
what I mean? But yeah, I was telling you this morning, I'm like, it is so cold. I turned the heat on in my car. It was like 50s.
Yeah.
You know, I think we got spoiled and we're used to it.
Oh, we had a great stretch.
Yeah.
And again, not complaining. April, 60 degree in April,
We'll take
totally
it.
acceptable
We'll
here
take it. Yes.
in my book.
Yes, me too. But I do miss 70s as well. Hopefully they'll be joining us again soon. But who's joining us now is First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, any guesses when we'll see 70s again?
I think we'll see 70s today,
Ooh,
farther inland away from the coast. But after today, not so much. It's going to cool down. Visibility, well, it's low because we're seeing areas of some dense fog out there, especially into Sussex County, 2 miles in Georgetown. You see some of the deeper white indicating the thicker fog, but not as dense farther to the south, but still 5 miles in Salisbury. So limited visibility there, 10 miles in Ocean City, 57 in Salisbury, 60 in Ocean Pines right now, 56 in Georgetown. Lewis right now, you're at 54. So it is kind of a coolish start to the day, and we've got light winds out of the west. So we saw the fog with the clear skies, but now we've got some mid to high level clouds building in on top of the fog as we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Any kind of rain is well to our northeast with low pressure. So watch out for the fog this morning. Use the low beam headlights. I think we will lift that fog in a couple of hours with some sunshine and temperatures warming through the 50s into the 60s. By noon, here are your 70s. Salisbury and Delmar 71, 66 Millsboro, Ellendale 64, but much cooler along the coast as that wind is coming off the ocean. So warmer inland and then making your way towards the water. We're looking at the chilly conditions. We'll see some sun as well into the afternoon. So you want to bundle up on the ferry ride this morning as we're looking at a lot of clouds, light wind out of the northwest, but it doesn't take much to make it feel even cooler, and maybe some sun late morning, and by noon 59 and mostly cloudy.
We have some shocking video now to show you of a school bus engulfed in flames. This happened in New Jersey yesterday. According to officials, this bus was traveling on the Garden State Parkway heading to Sea Isle City. Thankfully, the 10 students and the driver able to escape with no injuries reported. Officials said the students were then picked up by family members at that scene. The cause of that fire is still under investigation.
People in Georgetown are calling for change. Over the weekend, yet another driver crashed into the circle. It cost thousands of dollars in property damage, and town officials say this is happening more and more frequently.
Yeah, Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us the options the town's now looking into to make sure this never happens again.
This is the car that smashed into the Georgetown Circle early Sunday morning.
It's getting old.
It's not the first time this has happened. According to Georgetown Mayor Bill West, there have been 6 crashes into the Circle in the past year and a half alone. One recent crash actually knocked over the memorial for fallen officer Chad Spicer.
We got to be able to do something because it has wiped out 2 of our monuments and just about wiped out a 3rd one. So we've got to do something to try to prevent this from happening.
West says one option is to significantly raise the height of the curb to prevent cars from rolling over. But in order to do that, the town would have to get permission from DelDOT. Charlie Koski, who has owned a business on the Circle for 25 years, says the Circle is getting more and more hectic.
It's constant. Well, the area is growing so rapidly. We are at the center of the county, and a lot of the crossroads come right through here. And unfortunately, if you're going to go to Rehoboth or Lewis from anywhere coming in from the west, you're going to have to come right through Georgetown.
Despite this chain of bad luck on the Circle, West says it is still safe to drive on, and is asking people to simply follow the rules of the road.
My message to the people is to slow down and be responsible and quit drinking.
Cries for road changes that the town hopes go full circle.
As for the person that is accused of crashing their car into the Circle, police say 50-year-old Daniel J. Tansky was taken to the hospital after the crash to treat his injuries, and he is facing multiple charges, including unreasonable speeds and reckless driving. I'm Charles Reinert in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, should the Circle be completely redesigned? So here are the updated results.
Yeah, they stayed pretty much the same over the last hour. 85% of you say no, you don't think it should be completely redesigned. 15% of you say yes. You know what I vote for, Matt?
I think you might go yes.
I'm actually going third option. Let's start with everyone driving safer.
I like that.
Yeah, and then we'll focus on this.
Right. I think some of these accidents are just circumstance. They happen to be doing something wrong, and they just
Yeah.
happen to be in that Georgetown Circle area.
Yeah, so let's start with that, guys. Come on, we'll all make that our goal today.
Safer driving.
Safer driving, and then we'll focus on completely redesigning the Circle. But if they do that, 85% of you will be sad about it. That's fine. You can vote for whatever you want. Go to coasttv.com/vote or go to our mobile app. You can vote all the things right there. As we move on this morning now, happening tonight, it's in Milford, the candidates debate for City Council Wards 1 and 2 in the upcoming election. Ward 1 candidates are incumbent Mike Boyle and the challenger restaurant owner Diamantan Calais. Ward 2 is an open seat that's being contested by Lori Connor and Nadia Zeichel. Now tonight's debate that's going to be held at the high school auditorium. The city's election is in less than 2 weeks.
It was about 2 months ago this billboard appeared on Route 113 targeting members of the city council over a controversial eminent domain case. Boyle and Katrina Wilson of Ward 4 are council members whose pictures appeared on the billboard that are running for re-election. About 2 weeks after the billboard was put up, the city voted to end its pursuit of eminent domain.
A date has been set for another offshore wind public forum in our area. It's going to be May 1st, and this time representatives from U.S. Wind, Governor Carney's office, and the Caesar Rodney Institute Center for Energy and Environment all going to be going to Indian River High School. Presentations with a question and answer period will run from 6 to 8. New this morning, a bill's been introduced in the Delaware General Assembly. It would expand on protections regarding reproductive care. So according to the General Assembly, House Bill 374 would extend legal safeguards previously reserved for providers of contraceptives and abortion services. Now they would cover those offering fertility treatments. Some of these protections include protecting medical professionals from out-of-state legal action as long as they are based in Delaware and their treatment aligns with Delaware's rules. And insurance companies, they would be banned from penalizing healthcare professionals who offer fertility treatments.
Looking live right now at the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C., where the Senate on Wednesday rejected all impeachment articles against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Vote was 51-49 along party lines. It came after 3 hours of deliberations. It now ends the Senate impeachment trial against Mayorkas over his handling of the southern border.
Senate Democrats argued both those articles of impeachment were unconstitutional. They say they did not rise to the level of, quote, high crimes and misdemeanors. Now, Republicans, they raised several motions to try to keep the trial going, but ultimately they all failed. 67 votes were needed to remove Mayorkas from office.
We have a reaction from one of Delaware senators. Tom Carper said in a statement, in part, quote, "We maintained impeachment as an offense reserved for high crimes and misdemeanors, as our founders intended, not political stunts or disagreement on policy." Carper did vote for both impeachments of Donald Trump in 2020 and 2021. Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, a potential Elon Musk pay package. We're telling you why that package was thrown out by a Delaware judge this past January.
Also, Sixers strong second half, the comeback win that puts Philly into the NBA playoffs.
And safety solutions in Bethany Beach. We're telling you what you can expect from possible changes in the town. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Not happy with your utility bill? Help save energy by replacing your outdated, inefficient windows. At Spicer Brothers, we install new replacement windows and new construction series windows, built for extreme weather and high energy efficiency. And quality installation is just as important as the window itself.
And you can have peace of mind on your new windows with the Spicer Brothers Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
And right now, buy 2 windows and get 1 free. Plus, no interest and no payments for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount, so it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Just about 6:39, a foggy start to our day. Here's our tunnel and razor cam really socked in here. 54 degrees, so low visibility, especially across Sussex County. Officially 3 miles in Georgetown, so use those low beam headlights here and elsewhere. 5 miles in Salisbury, 9 in Ocean City. I think that fog will tend to lift here the next couple of hours. And uniform temperatures with the low clouds and fog, temperatures in the 50s to right around 60 degrees. And we've got light winds right now, so the fog is here, and we're also seeing some mid to high-level clouds building in as well. So just mostly cloudy skies as any kind of rain has pushed off to the north and east. The fog is the big story this morning. Be careful out there and watch for the school buses. I gave it the yellow light, areas of fog early on, burning off, and then the afternoon commute looking good. Gave it the green light with mostly cloudy skies.
Key workshop between the Mayor, City Council, and Lewis Board of Public Works. It is set for this Monday, and it will focus on street and utility upgrades. Homeowners will see projects worth millions starting next year. Work includes street installation, sewer and water system repairs, and road maintenance. The city says budgeting for the projects is part of the 5-year plan.
DelDOT wants to make biking from Bethany Beach to the Indian River Inlet Bridge a little safer. A public workshop will be held on the North Bethany Bicycle and Pedestrian Corridor Study. If you have any feedback or any ideas for biking in the area, stop by the South Coastal Library. That's May 8th from 5 to 7. DelDOT says possible solutions so far might be closing or consolidating the median crossovers, shared use paths, protected bike lanes, dedicated right turn lanes, sidewalks, and more crossing improvements.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. The 76ers play-in game versus the Heat came down to the final seconds as the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs was on the line. Despite Miami's Tyler Hero dropping 25 points and a 14-point deficit for Philly, the Sixers rally and prevail 105-104. The reigning MVP Joel Embiid led the Sixers with 23 points. Philly will play the Knicks in the first round of the playoffs. Game 1 is Saturday at 6 p.m. at New York. To the DSN game of the night, Del Mar Baseball is trying to snap a 4-game losing streak as they face Laurel. In this matchup last year, Del Mar came out on top. The Wildcats started this season earning 4 straight wins and now have a .500 record. Laurel is 2-5 on the season and hoping to redeem themselves after falling to Cape in their previous matchup. Check out this game live on DSN at 4 p.m. At the Delaware Afro-American Sports Hall of Fame banquet this Saturday in Dover, 12 high school and college athletes, administrators, and coaches will be inducted. DSN's Tim Nolan spoke with the man responsible, President Mark Sills.
I'm very proud and honored to see this, and all these inductees are well-deserved. We also have a couple of our inductees who went to Delaware State who actually played in the NBA, and one played in the Canadian Football League. Reggie Barnes played in the Canadian Football League for 6 years, and Emmanuel Davis played in the NBA for 6 years. And we also have Sam Shepard, who graduated from Delaware State. He played professional basketball in Venezuela for 22 years.
You can become a member or support the Delaware Afro-American Sports Hall of Fame banquet at daashoff.org. That'll do for sports. Have a great day.
This weekend, join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoors Expo. Both indoor and outdoor vendors will be on site showcasing everything outdoors. We're talking boats, RVs, hot tubs, hunting, fishing, so much more. The DSN Outdoors Expo runs April 19th through the 20th.
Well, Marva, here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life. Hope you're hungry because we are going to help you impress your dinner guests, learning how to cook some spring vegetables.
Trouble in paradise, maybe with your relationship or money issues. We're spilling the tea.
All that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Rough week? Cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do, and each weekend and more. Lighten up your week. Subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com/sign up, and you can get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox.
I'm not feeling too good right now if you're trying to see out there. Gutter helmet cam really socked in with the fog. 56 in Ocean View. We've got the low visibility. Use those low beam headlights. The fog will lift here in the next couple of hours. Otherwise, lots of clouds the next couple of days and kind of on the cool side. Weekend not too bad. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes.
What Is Your Voice, Fund for Women, and Philanthropy Delaware have come together to bring Runaway Princess to Cape Henlopen High School on April 28th. Mary Goggin takes you on a gripping journey through her life as a former New York City call girl, a profound exploration of human trafficking, addiction, and the journey to self-discovery. Through this captivating performance, we aim to raise awareness and inspire positive change within our community. Tickets are $30 and space is limited. Buy your tickets today.
Life isn't always easy. Sometimes we need a little bit of help to work through life's more challenging problems. At Addiction Medical Facility, we are here for you, believing in your strengths to overcome any obstacle. Whether it's addiction to substance use disorders or mental health issues, there's hope for a better tomorrow. Together, we can tackle what is holding you back. Our medication-assisted treatment combines FDA-approved medication with counseling, offering a holistic approach tailored to your needs. Addiction Medical Facility. Together, we find hope and healing.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's now 6:45 on your Thursday. We are going to take a live look at Lewis, or at least try to take a live look at Lewis, Bob, because where'd it go? Can't see it.
Gone.
Yeah, it's gone. You warned us, though, about that fog.
You know, it wasn't too bad, Paige, a few hours ago, and then it just got worse, got thicker as we went through time this morning. So you really have to be careful out there in some of the dense fog. Visibility right now, a little better in Georgetown. It was about a mile, about a half hour ago. Now it's 2.5 miles, but I still think we're looking at areas of very thick fog, as we just saw out in Lewis. And Salisbury right now, 5 miles for you, so the fog getting down there too. Ocean City, not as bad, but use the low beam headlights the next few hours, then the fog will lift. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid-50s, so pretty uniform temperatures with the low clouds and fog. 56 Ocean City, 60 in Ocean Pines, Salisbury 57, Georgetown 56, and Rehoboth right now at 55. We've got light winds, and with the clear skies earlier, well, that was conducive for all the fog. And now we've got more clouds building in, mid to high level clouds. So we've got the fog at the surface, clouds moving in aloft. So we'll call it mostly cloudy right now as we have low pressure that's moving up the New Jersey coast. So that's giving us kind of a cooler flow once this moves away. We've got some rain across southern New England, but behind this area of low pressure, it is clearing a little bit west of D.C. and then points west. So I think as we go through the day and as this low moves out, we'll start to get into some sunshine. Let's track checking on Futurecast. Here's 8 a.m. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s. We've got the fog, so watch out for that. Use those low beam headlights. Then I think it will start to lift with time, seeing some sunshine as we go through the morning. Temperatures in the 50s to right around 60 in Salisbury, 50s along the coast. And we might actually break out into more sunshine by the noon hour. Sometimes this model is a little optimistic about sunshine. I think we'll see some clouds as well. So we'll call it partly cloudy with lower 70s well inland, and then cooler as you work your way towards the beaches. And then a northeast wind kicks in this evening and cools everybody down, and we'll start to see clouds building in through the overnight hours with temperatures in the 40s. By Friday morning, we're looking at 40s with mostly cloudy skies, and Friday itself will be a chilly day. The wind's coming off the water, and we're looking at temperatures by noon into the 50s and lower 60s inland. Really chilly along the coast, and then everybody's socked in with the clouds mid-afternoon. 65 in Salisbury, 60 in Millsboro, but even some 40s possible along the coast. That seems a little chilly, but that Atlantic Ocean is still very cold. And then we're looking at some showers building in Friday evening and Friday night. It's not going to wash away your plans. There's certainly a chance of some showers as we go into your Saturday morning. We're seeing those winds north and northeast and eventually east as we go through time. So anytime we see that wind direction, that usually means it's a little colder and a little dreary. And we're looking at the clouds. Here's Friday, 10 p.m. And we're seeing some of those showers building in through the overnight. And this model has the showers hanging on into Saturday afternoon. But I think all in all, we're looking drier for the weekend and chilly, and looks a little cloudier on Sunday. And then we'll see a system passing off to our south and taking the rain along with it. So it looks like a dry start to our next week. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 69 today with mostly cloudy skies, and then only 60 on Friday. That's below average. For the weekend, 67 Saturday, some sunshine, and then just totally cloudy on Sunday, 61. Overnight lows are chilly in the 40s. And then next week, Monday, a little drier, partly cloudy, some sun, 64. Upper 60s Tuesday and Wednesday. Looks like maybe another rain chance by Wednesday.
In Berlin, Maryland State Police say they made over 70 traffic stops in a 4-hour period during a safety initiative. It's at the intersection of Route 50 and Route 160. On Monday, police targeted that location due to the high number of crashes that happened there. Police say over the past 3 years, troopers responded to over 50 crashes there. The initiative involved staging a seemingly broken down car equipped with a trooper on the lookout for traffic violations. Out of the 71 traffic stops, police say most instances came from drivers failing to fully stop before crossing over to Route 50.
Tesla is asking its shareholders to revote on a pay package for CEO Elon Musk. This was previously thrown out by a Delaware judge in January who claimed it was deeply flawed. Musk does not get a salary. His compensation is in stock options based on Tesla reaching financial milestones. Package is currently worth tens of billions of dollars. They also will vote on whether to move Tesla's state of incorporation from Delaware to Texas. That's something Musk started pushing for after the ruling in the Delaware Chancery Court.
It's now 6:50. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is not afraid of his close-up. On your screen right now is Kevin, Kevin loves a good walk on the beach. This beach bud was submitted to us by Kristen in Milton.
I love when pets, like little ones like that, have human names.
Yes.
Like Kevin, Doug, something like that.
And he's just hanging out there.
Hey, Kevin. He's so cute. We had 2 funny pets of the week today. All right, keep sending us photos. Tell us what makes your pets so special. We love seeing them.
We do, and you can send us your picture or pictures of your pets by snapping that QR code at the top of your screen, and you can watch weekdays like you're doing now, all of you out there, from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Looks like the visibility is improving a little bit along the coast, but it's a little hazy, a little foggy. Boardwalk Plaza Cam 55 in Rehoboth. Use those low beam headlights this morning. In the days to come, still lots of clouds, a little bit of sun. Temperatures cooler than average, and the weekend not too bad. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
We're here about a murder.
I can't wait. I'm not sure we're trying the right person.
The last thing I want is to send an innocent man to prison.
That monster is a manipulative predator. You're not giving up on us. Giving up? I'm just getting started.
One of our members was killed. I buried him.
Stabler's still inside.
You ain't one of us.
What are you, NYPD?
Law & Order Thursday, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro. the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Lasercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Lasercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Lasercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Honor the life and legacy of Corporal Keith Heatcook at Heatcook Fest 2024, Friday, April 26th from 5 to 9:30 p.m. Come join the fun at the Kylan Barn Amphitheater at Heron Ponds in Del Mar. Enjoy food and drinks, kid-friendly activities, local vendors, and a petting zoo. Plus, jam out with live music from the Amish Outlaws and the Dustin Showers Band. Free admission for all attendees. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
It is 6:54. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. Yet another crash into the Georgetown Circle has the town now looking into some new solutions. The most recent one damaged property and caused a scare, but it's not the first time it's happened. The town says it's actually happening more and more often. A few months back, that other driver also crashed into the circle, took out the memorial for Officer Chad Spicer, which is still in the works for getting replaced.
The Senate rejected all impeachment articles against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas on Wednesday. The vote, 51-49, came after 3 hours of deliberations. It was along party lines. Now ends the Senate impeachment trial against Mayorkas over his handling of the southern border. Senate Democrats argue that both articles of impeachment were unconstitutional because they did not rise to the level of high crimes and misdemeanors. Republicans raised several motions to try to keep the trial going, but they all failed. 67 votes were needed to remove Mayorkas from office.
Some shocking video to show you of a school bus engulfed in flames. It happened in New Jersey yesterday. According to officials, this bus was traveling on the Garden State Parkway heading to Sea Isle City. Thankfully, 10 students and the driver all able to escape with no injuries. The students were picked up by family members at the scene. However, the cause of that fire is still under investigation.
DelDOT wants to make biking from Bethany Beach to the Indian River Inlet Bridge safer. A public workshop will be held on the North Bethany Bicycle and Pedestrian Corridor Study. If you have any feedbacks or ideas for biking in this area, stop by South Coastal Library from May 8th from 5 to 7 p.m.
The world's largest airline unveiled its reimagined onboard luxury experience. American Airlines launching what it's called its first ever rotating collection of premium onboard amenities and new bedding. American's premium offerings represent the latest in airlines, making those options available to customers. LeBron James heading to Paris for the Olympics. The 39-year-old is anchoring Team USA men's basketball squad.
Yeah, James is hoping to score another medal for his fourth Olympic appearance. He previously won gold in 2008 and 2012 games, as well as a bronze in 2004.
This year's dream team includes Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Kevin Booker, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, keep going, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard, Tyrese Haliburton, and how do I say that one? Adebayo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever Paige said.
Adebayo, I'm being told. Thank you. Yep. Sorry to that man.
Reigning NBA MVP Joel Embiid will also be making his Olympic debut competing for Team USA.
That's a good one. I bet a lot of people on Delmarva are excited. All right, enough basketball. Let's talk weather. It's 6:56. We should take a quick look at your forecast.
Yeah, we have one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey. Fog has been the story so far during the later morning hours that we're talking about here.
Absolutely. Early morning hours, too, as we saw the starry skies give way to the fog this morning and limited visibility. So watch out there. 2.5 miles right now in Georgetown, 5 miles in Salisbury. Use those low beam headlights. I think that fog will lift here the next couple of hours. Otherwise, cloudy. We're in the 50s. We'll see some sun today and some clouds. Upper 60s, lower 70s farther inland and cooler along the beaches. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Temperatures on average below normal the next few days. Some peaks of sun. 69 today, 60 on Friday. Overnight lows in the 50s. I should say 40s. For the weekend, 67 Saturday. Cooler on Sunday, 61. More 60s next week. And some rain chances by Wednesday.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Thursday morning, everybody.